Yes.
Okay,
Rick, I can hear you.
okay, because this is going to be
You.
this webinar is going to be a lot of interaction. Okay, so don't mute yourself. Okay, and then so let's go ahead and get started. This is the advanced marketing webinar, and it's the first in the series. And what I want to do first is I want to go over some different things that might seem simple, but I have to know your level of experience before I can really talk about certain things, because I want to keep on the same path. Susan sent me an email. She's not able to make it. She had a previous commitment that come up, and so she said she'd watch the recording and then catch up with us next week. And Melodian said she was going to be here, but and I sent her an email, so I don't know why she's not here, but maybe she can text her. Okay. Let's see. First off, I just wanted to make sure that everyone has registered themselves at Global Success Leaders, because there's a lot of resources here. Plus, I'll put all the recordings here. So under marketing, for an example, the marketing tab right here in Global Success Leaders, which obviously you have to be logged in to be able to access that. If you don't, it'll say log in or join. And then you join, the email comes to me, I just approve you, and then you're in the system, okay? And so when you go here under advanced marketing, this webinar will be placed in this area right here. It says it's coming today. And the beginners one from last week, which was advanced for some, is right here, okay? And so anybody can review that. There's also a lot of great material. It's great if you download this Fast Start Business Plan. I just updated it yesterday again, actually. And just to kind of show you briefly, I'm going to click on it here. I'm going to go through it and show you a few of the changes that I made. I'm going to scan down through the bottom. I added, this section was there, but this is a great section to go over, because it's the inviting, it's kind of the inviting process, or the inviting formula. It gets in a little more detail. We have greet and qualify, and then when we invite them to see something, I've created some recommended tools that show you. This is on the Global Success Leader site. It just talks about them here. Handout cards. Okay, so I got these handout cards. There she is. I got these little handout cards that I made up, and they tell a process, which shows you right here, to utilize your Explore RX site. A lot of people have the Explore RX site, and they're saying, how do I get more people to it? How can I drive, volumes of people through it, just besides who I meet, maybe just prospects that you might chance on, and because these cards you can just basically leave anywhere, okay? And then at the very end, I created these memory cards. Okay, and these are I'm calling them memory cards. They're basically wallet-sized cards that have the inviting formula, the 10 communication qualities, 8 steps to become a professional inviter, a script, actual script that you can say to somebody, if I do this, would you do this concept when you're confirming somebody. Okay, and then some stuff about Napoleon Hill and a couple other sayings, and I'll add more later. But what I recommend to people is they print these out on cardstock. It tells you right here, and cut them up and put them in your purse or your wallet and memorize them. You could even tape them back to back. Okay, so anyway, they're just great tools that you're able to learn. I have them here. I have them on yellow cards. Okay, so I have them on yellow cards. I got them on my desk. I pick them up all the time. My Tim Sales one's laminated on the inviting formula here, which if you don't know this inviting formula, you'll never be able to build a business, is the bottom line. You have to know the inviting formula. Tim Sales made $5,000 a day, $150,000 a month using this exact formula. He uses it today, and he doesn't deviate from it. And so if he can do that, and you want to make that kind of money, we can do that too, okay? Those marketing cards are put in this section here under prospecting cards. I have many sides to them, and it explains everything on here. I recommend using this Rise movie, which is a great movie, which you can actually, in the Start Here section, watch it, okay? And then you could rent it for $10 a month, $9.97, send people to it. And so anyway, enough on that. The Global Success Leaders is a great resource, and it's open to anybody on your team. Anybody that wants to access it can access it that's on our team, okay? It helps you build your business. Now, I want to just, we talked about, building online and stuff like that, and obviously my favorites are obviously, Facebook and YouTube, okay? So let me jump to YouTube first and say and review a couple things. And let's say, just to show you, so everybody's on the same page about how to share a video. Now, this is my site, and let's say I want to take and share this video right here. I click on this video. So I want to share this little short video that is selecting the right opportunity, okay, which this is a video that's on the home page of Explore RX, okay? And you could actually, share your Explore RX site, but I want to show you how to share a video on YouTube, okay? Now, when you're sharing a video on YouTube, it should be on your own account, okay? But you can share videos that are on other people's accounts. Just make sure they're not competitors to you, or make sure their name, their website is not in the video. So if you're going to, and the case in point is you might share a motivational video from Jack Canfield or Robert Kiyosaki or something like that, that's generic, that just doesn't have a competing website network marketing or their name or somebody else's website name on it. And you do that by just looking at the video, watch the video, and know that that's what you want to share first of all. And then go to show more here and make sure their link's not in here. My link is here, rickbillings.com. I put my link in the description of every single video that I want people to go to. It's the first thing I put in there. Now, when you put a link in YouTube, it has to be, and I'll type it in the chat box, it has to start with http://. Okay, that's what has to happen when you share a video. So if, in order for it to hyperlink, okay, let me say it. So watch when I put my mouse over there. When I put my mouse over here, it turns blue, and I click on it, and it'll open up my website. Okay, you've got to make it easy. So I put http://, rickbillings.com. And I am always into punctuation on the website, upper lower case, on my URLs. And why? Does it matter? No, it does not matter at all. What matters is they can read it much faster. So if I put my Explore RX, it's capital R for Rick, dot, capital E for Explore, capital A for RX.com, lowercase. Okay, so I would share my site on anything just like this, anytime, my emails or everything, because you don't want people, in the split second they have, you don't want people figuring out what does that spell. That's the last thing in the world you want to do. This is a practice I've done forever. I've always done this. If I put a sticker on my car, which I just ordered me a license plate to put on my front of my car that has my website on it, okay? If I put a logo on my window, if I make advertising pieces, if I make business cards, it's always uppercase, okay? There's not too many times that there's an exception, okay? So you want people to be, you're creating a brand, so you want people to be able to read and see that very easily, okay? So anyway, when you're here, there's a share button right here below in the YouTube side over here. There's a share button. When you click on it, it opens up all these social media sites to share on. Obviously, the most popular is Facebook and Twitter, right? Facebook, Twitter, Google+. So as soon as I click on Facebook, it opens up the Facebook share dialog box, okay? So here's the Facebook share dialog box right here. Let me draw it up. Well, doesn't matter if you draw it bigger or not, okay? And it says say something. And because I'm logged into Facebook, which I can see my little picture up here, my icon, okay, it just knows I'm there. Write something and hit share, post, okay? I can log out and go into somebody else, okay? So we can come in here, and the copy that the site says, it says selecting the right opportunity. RX is an opportunity company, okay? And I'm going to just put something like, we're going to share this. I'm going to put something like What? Somebody tell me what to say. I mean, we could say, something inquisitive. Man, this company's on fire. Man, catch the momentum of this company. Or let's see, what would be? Let me just think here a second. I usually have something in my mind. Let me think here. Okay. Okay. So excited to be involved in this company. I can go on and on, but I don't want to draw it out too much, okay? And it might be inquisitive for somebody to do. So just so excited to be involved with this company. And I always read back through it to make sure I got my spelling right and stuff like that. So now you got to make sure this says public, okay? And then you can actually share it in, let's see. And then I'm going to share post on Facebook. So all I do is click the bottom, and now within a minute or so or less, it's going to post on Facebook. Let me jump over to Facebook here, and let me just hit refresh. Okay, usually doesn't take that long. Now sometimes you will not see it on your own news feed. Okay, you have to jump over to your page. So I'm going to jump over to my Facebook page, and here it is already. Okay, so excited, but everybody else sees it on their news feed. Okay, so everybody else sees it, and so you just write something, and you can write anything you want, okay? I was running errands this morning. Here's a video I put earlier, okay? Here's it's only 33 seconds. I grabbed my iPhone real quick because there was a Maserati on my right and there was a Lamborghini in front of me, and I just talked about discretionary income and the things that people buy. It's been viewed 40 times. When you post videos, it shows you the views, which is really cool. How many times people see that, so you can see your level. Okay, here's something I posted on a site I have called Unlimited Compensation. Tim Sales. Okay, so you have stuff out there. So anyway, that's how you can share any video, and usually preferably your own videos, you just by clicking that share button. The other way you can do that is you can click on a video like this one right here, okay, and then I'll pause it, and I can copy this URL. Now just to show you, this stuff in the very end of YouTube takes care of all this, other things that you see on YouTube right here. So if you look at the URL up here, it says youtube.com, okay? And then it says watch V equals. So watch V is for video equals. And then there's a code here, right here. That's a unique code that is different for every video ever put on YouTube. And it's based on time and date. The computer generates a code based on time and date because time and date will never be the same, right? As time goes on, it just automatically generates a code based on time and date, an algorithm, and it's never the same. Okay, so this code here. So what you do to copy, the only thing that matters really is all the information that's all the way up until this ampersand sign. It says ampersand, and then it shows this list. If you look, it says ampersand list equals, and it's all these things here. I don't want that. I just want this right here. So I can Control-C and copy that. I can come over to Facebook on my timeline, and I can hit paste. See, it just took right there, all the way up to that point, and there it is right there. And it comes up, Dr. McFadden's review on Vinali. Okay, and then there's a video right here. So what happens is it posted here. Okay, and then you subtract this. You don't need this no more. All you did was put it there to have the video come up. Okay, now you can write anything you want if you want to. Okay, again, I'm not going to. I'm just going to hit post. Okay, and it comes back in and it posts her video. So I'm just sharing her video. When people click on it right here, it goes and plays YouTube.
This is Tuesday evening. It is March the 10th. It's
okay.
about 5 after 8.
And the first link in here is I have a product site. Okay, it's the first link in here. So I'm always have my link in here. Why post all this stuff if people can't find out where they can follow up if they're interested in what you're saying? Yeah, they can connect to you on Facebook, okay? But I want them to follow up all the time. Here's a post right here. So let me stop and say, is there any questions there so far?
How did you get your link in underneath that post?
Okay, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to act like I'm uploading a video. So I'm logged in my Rick Billings. I'm going to hit this upload button up here, okay? and it says upload video. So I'm going to hit select a file, and I'm going to go through here and do it. This is how hard it is. And I'm going to grab Tim. I was just in Tim Sales' video because I had to send it to Russia. So I'm just going to grab this video, and it's going to start uploading this video. See that? And right here it has the description. Now make sure you change that description whatever you want. I always like to have RX in there. So here's where you put it. See the description box? First thing I put is http://rick.explorrx.com. And then I come back here and I put, blah, 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 learn what Tim Sales thinks about this and that right here, blah, blah, blah. Like that. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, call me. Here's my phone number, blah, 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 blah. And then you put keywords in here. RX, okay? Tim Sales. These are keywords, okay? These are tags that Google uses. Rick Billings, okay? I put my name in there all the time. Let's see, why RX? You just type some keywords in here that pertains to that video. It'll default to public. And really, you don't pick any list, and you don't worry about adding a list. And it automatically, for me, shares it on Google Plus and Twitter. I have it connected my Google Plus and Twitter. And I should add Facebook. No, I think I already have it connected on Facebook. I don't know why it's not there. Maybe I don't. I should check that. And when I upload it, it'll go through the process. I can hit publish now, and it'll just work in the background. It creates a link underneath you right here where the video is going to be. Okay. So does that answer your question there, Warner, right there?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna hit cancel here because I don't. Yeah, let me hit cancel, cancel upload because I don't want to upload that because I already have it uploaded. Do not cancel. Yes, question.
When you send them and you put Tim Sales in as a
tag,
as a keyword, does that not lead them to the possibility of joining Tim Sales?
No. It's up here when somebody Googles Tim Sales. Okay. And they appear in YouTube. They YouTube Tim Sales, and here's videos. Here's all kinds of different videos. I better have one on this first page. See, I'm looking for a channel name. So there's First Class MLM. These are all the channel names right here. Okay, Global Success Leaders has got one there. Okay, let's look at page 2. So this is where it is by putting Tim Sales in that line, and that video would be is probably. Let's see, key to his team. Yeah. Yes.
Somebody's talking about HR. Please mute.
Hey, Rick?
Yes.
This is Bonnie. I don't think Keshi, this is just my opinion, I think she might be confused on using what keywords means other than posting, like the keywords are behind the scenes. I don't think she understands that.
No, I don't.
Yeah. Well, what it is the keywords. Okay, so when we look at a video here, and I grab this video right here, and I look at it, and let me pause it a second, okay? And I look at go to my video manager here. Well, I got to do it this way, I guess. Go to my video manager, hit edit. Okay, these are keyword tags that are in here. See, RX, Fred Cooper. Okay, Mark Wilson, Jeff Yates. I put all the owners in here. My name. What's that?
I don't think she understands. I don't think she just doesn't understand what that actually means.
Okay, so
what a keyword is.
Okay, so
he thinks of it as hashtag.
Yeah, no. Okay, Heshi. So here's what happens. Okay, keyword is totally different than a hashtag. What happens is when people are searching Tim Sales, your video could come up.
Oh, okay.
So it's in reverse. That's why you would tag somebody else, is because, and you should tag all the top leaders. Because when somebody else is searching for them, your video comes up and they go, this is interesting. Who's this guy? Right? So you want to cross tag all these other people. On the okay, so let's see. So did I explain, Heshi, to you the tags? So tags are when people are searching for things by putting tags. It doesn't guarantee your video come up, but it brings up. It gives it a chance to come up with related tags, and obviously more specific. If you put Tim Sales. If I go in here and go Tim Sales, if I spell it right, Sales RX, okay, and you have both of those tags in there, then obviously here's a corporate one, here's a GSL, you can see that, what I'm looking at here is buy. When you see the buy underneath here, that's the channel that it's on. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah, Rick, if I actually redo this part of the video, will I understand exactly how to embed the words?
Yes, yep, I'll show you again. Let me show you again real briefly, okay? I'm going to come over here.
Okay.
I'm logged in, so there's an upload button. There's only one place to upload button, upper right-hand corner. See that upload up there? I'm going to click on. I'm going to click on that, okay? And it's going to say upload. And I'm going to upload this video. I'm going to upload this video that I had did this morning from the car. Now I'm very, very organized in my videos. What I do with all my audios and videos, just so you know, I keep them in year order, okay? And I have them since the company started, 2013. So here's 2015. It just says 2015 RX photos and videos. And the first thing I do is I put the date, 2015 03 013. Okay, I put the date because that keeps everything in chronological order, and then I put a short description afterwards, so I can find any video by about when we did it. And I keep everything in order. Okay, and I keep them order by year. And I got the first 3 years archived off onto another disk on my computer, and then just these 2 years. So here's right here, Lambo. Okay, so I did this Lambo video. So I'm going to click on this video right here. It says Lambo, and the money, let's see, the money people spend on cars. I'm just going to put that because that's somebody says, what's that? And I'm going to come over here and put http://rickbillings.com. Okay, that's all I'm going to do. Whoops, I got a space. Can't have a space. Okay, rickbillings.com. And then I'm going to tag it RX, and I'm doing this for real. I hit enter. I'm going to say RX business, okay, because 2-3 words is a long tail keyword. Okay, I'm going to say Rick Billings. I'm going to say Orlando. I'm going to say METRO West, just because if somebody just types in Metro West Orlando, it could come up, right? It just could. Maybe not, but it could. Okay, RX business, RX. Let's see. Buy any car. I'm coming up with some just different ones because you never know what would come up when they type that. Now you only can usually do about, you probably don't want to stuff it too bad. 10 or 12 keywords is plenty. And really, to optimize your video, you want to put a description down here. I'm not going to, but you want to type a 200 or 300 word description, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, so it says processing up here, and it gives you 3 thumbnails. Choice of 3 thumbnails, or you can upload a custom thumbnail. So you can make your own graphic that you've seen so often, text, words, whatever, and you can upload it, and that's what a lot of people do. Or it picks a thumbnail from like the beginning, middle, and end. So I'm going to grab this end one because it's a picture of a Lamborghini, and maybe somebody would see it close up. They're not going to see it. It's a little dark. Anyway, okay, so here it is. So it says processing, and it says publish right here. So it's actually uploading itself, and YouTube's running it through their algorithm to get it down small enough so when it streams it's fine. And then here's the link right here. So I'm just going to hit publish, okay? And it'll sit there and work in the background. I could actually log off and go and shut my browser, and it's still uploading on YouTube. YouTube's uploading. But here is the link to it. So I'm going to click on the link, and let's see if it's up yet. Oh, it's up already, okay? Now it's going to look a little soft in the beginning. It'll look a little fuzzy in the beginning because it has to go through the processing stage. YouTube has not finished processing. See right here, we have detected this blue thing comes up, says it's shaky. Well, because it's not processed yet, right? And there's my link right there. There's my link. Okay, so I can sit here and play it.
Using all the discretionary income that people have.
And there's a Maserati on the right, which I just thought was thing, and there's a Lamborghini in front of me.
Here in Orlando, and then there's a Lamborghini right up here. And you can see that,
You look very happy, Rick.
money on, toys or cars or vehicles that they enjoy. So if you want to learn how you can have your own vehicle, hit me up and show you how you can work for yourself and create unlimited income.
So it's just a video. It's just a video I put up there, and it's just about getting content out there. You never know. I mean, on YouTube, on Facebook, they've seen it 40 times. You just don't know who that might strike a chord with, right?
Rick, do you also set up your own YouTube channel?
Yeah, see rickbillings.com right here. Yeah, you got to set up your own channel right here, okay? And so here's that latest video right there. I'll just close the other browser there. Here's the video. It says watch. It's got one view by me, okay? The money people spend on cars, okay? People say, what's that? And then you watch it to see my link. You just never know when you're going to get somebody who says, hey, wow, I need to ask this guy some questions or whatever, okay? Yeah, you set your own channel up at YouTube.
How do you do that?
So you just go to youtube.com and hit sign up. Okay, and you have to use an email address. It sends you a link for a password that logs in, and when you're logged in, it remembers your computer. You're logged in upper corner up here. So I'm logged in, okay, and then you can start uploading videos, and you can friend people. These are all people I subscribe to. Okay, so I watch other people. I get ideas from all these people over here. I just follow them. See what happens on YouTube is when you're playing this video right here. Okay, let me play the link here. When you're playing this video, and I'll pause it. Okay, it doesn't show on mine. Let me go on somebody else's. Let me go on somebody else's video. Okay, so here's something about a mobile phone thing. Okay, right here, Motorola. See right here, subscribe. See right there, subscribe. So every time, if somebody subscribes to me, every time I upload a video, they get an email that says, Rick just uploaded another video. It's pretty powerful.
So if you subscribe to them, they don't have to subscribe to you. You subscribe to them, and then it's reciprocity?
No. Okay, let me show you how it works. If I subscribe to them right here, okay, I get a video next time Motorola Mobility uploads a video.
Okay.
And they usually YouTube will group them together, okay? If they subscribe to me, they get a video when I upload one.
All right. Okay. Got it.
But you can subscribe to them, and they don't have to subscribe to you. But how you get subscribers is most people subscribe back to you. And people will say, hey, subscribe to my video and leave comments below. Because that's what YouTube wants. They want these comments down here. Okay? I don't get a ton of them. I wish I got more. But they want, like this by giving a thumbs up and comment. Okay? So the thing you do in the beginning is you just go subscribe to a lot of people. Okay? So you go subscribe to a lot of people. And I subscribe to, I don't know if you ever heard of this Eric guy, Eric Thomas, but my kid loves him, and he's a motivational speaker for young people. And he's very dynamic. Look, he's got 30,000 views in March 8th. What is that? 5 days, he's got 30,000 views. I want to see what else he has. It's called a hip-hop preacher, okay? But he's a motivational speaker. He's very powerful. And these kids listen on their phones, to YouTube, or whatever. And he's got positive messages. And he's very empowering, okay? So I subscribe to him. I don't listen to him all the time, but I'll catch one every once in a while. And so these are just people I subscribe to over here, and competitors, other network marketers. I use Evernote, which is a thing here, and here's a guy that puts tips on Evernote. How to use this Evernote right here. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's a tool here that you can. I don't want to remind me later. So right here, and this is this custom thumbnail he makes. See that green thing? That's a custom thumbnail. So he makes one and uploads that custom thumbnail versus choosing the thumbnail that YouTube does. He missed one here. Okay, but he's got them here. So
what is
Evernote is it's pretty cool. It's just a way you can type anything you want in there, and it'll keep it synced on all devices, your phone, your desktop, and everything. And you can search anything you want. You can grab web pages. I've got all kinds of notes from everything in here. I note everything. I make notes I want to for shipping, just everything. RX. I tag. You create notebooks. It's like electronic notebook for everything. Okay, swipe files. Okay, it's just a great thing, and it keeps everything. I can take pictures on my phone, it puts in Evernote. I can take pictures of receipts, it puts in Evernote, and so on. But anyway, so your YouTube channel, you go in, when you're logged in, you start subscribing to people. You put a banner up at the top, up here, okay, so people see it. And obviously this is your own account here, but you can see how many people have viewed, okay? And so I can look here, and I can go into videos here, and I can say, okay, I can look down my videos and say there's 49 views here, 158 views here, 196 views, 50 views. See in the corner here? In the bottom right of every video shows how long it takes, 35 minutes, how long the video is, 25 minutes, 8 minutes, so on. Okay? I grab videos from RX. These 3 videos down here are from the RX back office, where Deanna.
Rick, what
Yes?
recommended being the best length of a video where people won't get overwhelmed and being too long?
You know, it varies, but just depends what your topic and what your subject is. The shorter, the better, because people's attention spans are short, and if they're at work and they're watching YouTube videos, which they do all the time, I mean, anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay, is 10 minutes too long?
No, not if it's educational. No, once it shifts into an educational or training, then that changes everything. Okay, but if it's just like a video that you're trying to catch somebody's curiosity, I mean, this Cancun video, for an example. Okay, it's it's a minute and 3 seconds. It's 3 minutes and 3 seconds, so it's a quick video. Okay. The tags, also what the tags do, Heshi, is they put related videos on the right-hand side. So these are related videos. Here's another video I have, another video I have, because they're things. So what I want to happen is by tagging my name.
Videos?
What's that?
That are on the side, or are they your related videos?
Some of them are. Look right here. See, this is Rick Billings. This Rick Billings, Rick Billings, Rick Billings, Rick Billings. This right here, somebody else. Okay? Mine. You can't. It's impossible. Make sure you tag your name. That's impossible.
Okay.
Rick, how do you put your name on the video?
On the video itself?
Yeah, so that it flashes across every now and then when you're showing it.
You do that in the editing software, which I can do a little bit later, or maybe on another series I can do that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, so you want me to give you a robo trick? I mean, a high-tech trick?
Yes.
Okay. So, if the related videos on the right-hand side, I want you to think about the concept. If the related videos on the right-hand side are there because of the tags, what if you had a tag that said, what if you had a tag that said XIIRA $15? Which means nothing, right?
Right.
Means nothing. But wouldn't it go to say that all the videos with that tag would show up together?
What do you say?
If all my videos I ever do have a tag, maybe it's SA.
What you're saying, put something down there
Unique.
that only your videos will show up next to your video.
Absolutely. But don't make it something that's a word. I mean, it can't be a word. It can't be. It has to be just something that they say, hey, there's another video that has that tag. Let's show it together.
Right. So that way you can show what the sideline videos are.
Now it doesn't work every time, but you can see I have a lot of videos that are together here. You know.
I love that.
And that's when people say they see one of my YouTube videos and say, "My God, you're all over the place. You're everywhere." Well, because there's Dave Ramsey here, and there's a Latino thing here, and there's some other stuff, and there's some people that have taken my videos and reposted them, which and then you can hit see more, and you'll see more down here. Okay. But so anyway, when you're tagging, it doesn't want to be the first word or the last, but you can put it in the body somewhere, and if you just can remember to put a unique word, just make something up. UJ7, RR2. And then you have something and put it in every video, tag, and you'll start to see some of your videos showing up together. It takes a while, but you'll start seeing them show up together. Okay?
Now, how does the YouTube videos in your channel and the views affect your SEO ranking?
Well, what happens is that obviously, in network marketing, we really don't get enough views to make it a big deal. I mean, we get views, but in order to have YouTube say, we're going to feature your video somewhere, you got to get tens of thousands of views. I mean, there's people that get millions of views in a week or 2 weeks, and they live on YouTube and stuff like that. And there's people that are brand partners, for an example. I mean, I can be a brand. I'm a brand partner, but I don't never use it. I think it's the dumbest thing in the world to put an ad on your own video. On your own video that you're trying to just do something, because what happens to network marketers that are advertising on Google and YouTube, it could show up on your video. So I'm going to go over here and play, I don't think Network Marketing Star, I don't think Jeff Boyle does it. Let me see. I don't think Matt Morris does it either. Well, here's a Matt Morris for an example. This guy's a top millionaire in another network marketing company, but I subscribe to him because he's got all kinds of ideas. He does hundreds and hundreds of videos. How many videos he got on his channel? Let's see, where's his channel? I forgot how many videos he's got on his channel. He's got tons, but he puts these custom banners. But he's got endless ideas, and these are all short videos: 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 4 minutes, 1 minute, and they're great tips. You just look at this stuff, you get ideas, you duplicate it. Nothing is original, okay? I don't think he has ads on his. Let me just see. No, he's got his own front. He had this, I think, probably made it Fiverr or something like that. My point is, let me see if we can find one that does have an ad. Let's see. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to grab one. You've seen the ads come up. My point is don't put ads on your videos, because, you put ads on your videos and you got a competitor coming up. Okay? When you monetize it. And I see network marketers monetize their videos all the time because they think they're going to get clicks. If you're trying to get clicks on YouTube and get paid by YouTube, then do that full time on a different channel. It doesn't make sense to do it on the channel that is your livelihood in your business. Okay?
What are Vines as far as videos?
Vine is a different platform. Vine is a mobile-based video platform. Okay, that only works on a mobile device. Okay, and it makes short little videos. I think the videos, I forgot if they're 12 seconds or 15 seconds. That's all they are. Is just it's a fixed length video. Period. It's for people.
So it's a little bit like Twitter is.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Short.
12 seconds period, that's all you do. And people make Vines and people follow them and stuff like that. And so Vine is out there. Instagram does that also. Instagram limits your videos. Okay.
Okay.
But YouTube is the third highest searched engine in the world. And when people are searching Google, because Google owns YouTube, right? the fight is really Google and Facebook. You got Google, Facebook, YouTube is a search order. Google's the highest search, then Facebook, then YouTube. And so what is YouTube? What is Google, which almost everybody uses as search, going to bring up on their homepage? So if I come over here in Google and I type in network marketing. Or let's see, let's just type in my name for an example, just so I can come up, Rick Billings, and there should be a video that pops up. Well, no, let's type in RX Business. Okay, there's a video right there. Okay, don't know who this is. I don't even know if it's mine or not. I don't think it is. It's way back when, but it's back from 2013. So let me click on it and see. Nope, that's RX Corporate. So that's a corporate channel video. Okay, but Google's going to put a YouTube video before they'll ever put a Vine video. You'd never get a Vine video on here. Okay,
that makes sense.
But you'll get exactly. But you'll get a YouTube. So that's why YouTube. I would strictly focus on YouTube because everybody's watching YouTube, and you can share it on Facebook. Huh?
You're trying to pull up a YouTube on your phone, it won't load. Like it says it's not available for mobile devices.
A YouTube video not available for mobile devices. Do you have the YouTube viewer, or you're doing searching in? Do a search.
But every once in a while there'll be specific videos that a sign will come up and say that this video is not available on mobile devices. Is that because of the person who posted it, the way they posted it?
I'm not for sure. It could be what runs through my mind. It could be set for private, which means that you can't do it, or you have to log in to see it. You have to be logged into YouTube right here to be able to view the video. Okay?
Okay, gotcha.
Could have an age restriction on it.
Okay.
Other questions about YouTube at all?
if you have your own channel, but you when you talk about privacy things, if you've got some personal videos on there that you don't want the public to see, is there a way to tag something as personal versus business?
You can say private. Nobody can see them unless they have the link. So in other words, I'll put a video every once in a while up that I don't want anybody to see, but I wanted to put it on one of my websites that if they click on the link, they can view it, right?
Okay, I already have a YouTube channel, but I've got like personal family things on it right now, and I didn't know if to start a new channel for RX or whether I could use that one, but just
how many subscribers do you have on that channel? Do you know?
Just my family.
Okay, because see right up here, I have 1,200 subscribers, 1,188 subscribers up here to my channel, and I've got 182,000 views. See this up here? I got 182,000 views on all my videos. So, and I got about 300 videos on here.
That's so mine is just because I happen to have the video of Jay's memorial service and things like that are just very private and personal. But I wouldn't want them necessarily the public to access.
I would start a new channel. But I have videos from a year ago, 2 years ago, and they still get hits. And some of them got, this one right here's got 750 hits. Okay, 188. Here's one's got 7,000 hits. Okay, so I mean, it just depends what the topic is and what people are searching and stuff like that. So you can go back and see videos that are way back, in the very beginning.
So you would recommend just keeping a personal channel totally separate.
And if there are not that many videos, you could actually just download them and move them somewhere else.
I got you.
Okay, so let me show you something, and this is kind of advanced, but let me just show you. And you can't do this on. You got to be careful how you do this. Okay, so let me just come over here, and let's come over here to Network Marketing Network Star. Okay, this is Jeff Boyle's channel. Jeff Boyle, and he's in RX. He started with another company, but I think he's coming back to RX. Okay, and he uploaded a video. I can't believe it, he did, but let's say this video right here featuring Tim Sales. So a 4-minute video. Okay, which
my wife and children are most important to it.
Okay, so it features Tim Sales, and what I do is I watch it all the way to the end, because at the very end, here's his credits, and you got to be careful if you want that on there or not, okay? And that's at the end, right? It goes to his website, networkmarketingstars.tv, okay? But let me just say I want that video, okay? And I want to upload it on my channel. Now, you got to be careful with this. You can't do any copyrighted videos. But there's a program, there's there's one for the Mac, and there's obviously one for the PC that's called Mac X DVD Video Converter. And I can actually come over here to Video Converter, okay? I can go to YouTube up here, and I click on YouTube. And let me go back to the video here, and I can copy this URL up there. So I copy that URL. Back to Mac. Where's it at? Right there. Okay. And I can take and put a link in here. I paste that link in here and hit analyze, and it goes and looks at that video, and it says, okay, here's that video. What resolution do you want it? And let's just leave it at that resolution, which is kind of small. I usually get the bigger resolution. I hit OK and hit download. And now it's downloading that video to my computer. And it's on my computer. Again, the first thing I do is I organize it, my thing. I put the date, today's date, no matter. So when I download it, a short description, and then I can upload that video to my channel. And that's how people have taken some of my videos and downloaded them and upload them to their channel, right? And now the video's on their channel. And you can do that. I mean, you can do it with this one, or you can. There's a couple, but you just want to make sure somebody else's website's on. I get a kick out of it because I've had people in RX that are on, and this is the beauty of doing a lot of this stuff, okay, is I have people in RX that download and copy my stuff and my name's on it, and they're on different teams, cross-line teams, and they're posting the stuff. I mean, so
is there a way to Jeff's name at the end, or that has to stay there?
You'd have to edit it. You'd have to edit it out. Mm-hmm. And because that's a video he did it to, he copied the video, put it.
Violate any kind of copyright by taking the video and then not giving them the credit for it?
No, it's not. You got to be careful, but this is not his video. This video right here is RX produced this video, right? He might have produced it for RX, right? but it's a company video. To give you an example, look at this right here. RX Corporate. Okay, CORPORAT. RX Corporate, okay? Here's the corporate. Did I type it right? No, get an X in there, Rick. Okay, RX Corporate. Okay. I'm trying to go faster. Okay, let's say ARCORPORAT. Why isn't that coming up? AR. If I spell right. Okay, RX Corporate. Here it is right there. There's a corporate channel. Okay, so let's look at this channel for a second. And I always just like to click on videos because these are little notebooks here, kind of. So this is the latest video they put up for X-Office training video, adding the loyalty program. Okay, here's that video we have on our homepage of the Explorer RX, but it's a Spanish subtitled. Okay, actually it's on a management page. Okay.
Being an MLM isn't a bad thing at all.
So it's Spanish subtitled. Okay, let me go back and look at. Here's the video that selecting the right opportunity, 2 minutes. Okay, so when this video appeared, I downloaded it. I copied that URL and I downloaded it because this is a corporate video. This is made for corporate. You look all the way through it, has nobody's name on it. RX only have their name on it. Okay, it's just a corporate video. Except it says RX, but so what? Okay, so you download it. This is almost done. When it's done, you'll say finished here. Okay, let me let it finish. Finished. I hit open. And here's a video right there, Network Marketing Stars. I double click on it and there it is. See that?
My wife and children.
And it's in my computer. I'm going to go ahead and close this. And I got to close it again. And there's three levels of this program. Okay, does that make sense how you can download a video? Now, a PC, they make the same type of program for the PC. And I think I paid $49 for that program or whatever, okay?
The name of the editing program?
Well, that's not an editing program, it's just a video capture program. It's called Mac X DVD Video Converter Pro Pack. I might have bought the whole pack. You might only need the YouTube downloader. But if you Google YouTube downloader, there's many of them out there, okay? And
Is there one for a PC?
yes, yeah, you'll just have to Google it. Just put for the PC.
So you got Max XD Video Pro what?
Pro Pack.
Pro Pack.
Yeah, because I think I bought the whole package. So you'll have to Google. I don't know which one's for Windows.
Okay.
And then you could download a video. Now you don't want to take a video like Robert Kiyosaki because that's copyrighted. He's in print still. I mean, he's like that. But there's copyright. I think it's 75 years. After 75 years, the copyright goes away. So
unless they renew
yeah,
it, or the family renew
exactly.
It,
so you can find some old stuff that maybe hasn't been renewed or whatever that you can copy and paste. But you gotta be careful. YouTube will flag you, and they'll give you a warning before they shut you down. But they'll give you a warning if you're putting copyrighted stuff. Thing about it is that you just gotta be careful. Make your own content. I mean, the best thing is make your own content. Just give tips like that. Hesh, you do a lot of stuff on Twitter, a little thing. Just give a little 30-second. I see a video the other day. The guy does 30-second videos, just a real quick 30-second video, and he's putting volume out there, okay, and he's being consistent, doing it every other day. I mean, Eric Worre. I mean, look at his thing. He's got Network Marketing Pro here. Find his channel. A lot of people put multiple things. I don't think that's not his network marketing channel. Let's see. Is that it? Yeah, I think this is it. How many videos does he have up? It doesn't tell me, but again, these are all just short little videos. He does a video Monday through Friday every single day. His goal is to have 10,000 videos on YouTube before he dies. He has since 2009, he's done 2009 to current date 6 years. He just had a 6-year anniversary, and he's got 1,200 videos online. And look at the views on it: 16,000 views, 31,000 views, 11,000. He has built up such a following because the content, everybody loves it. 16,000, 14,000, 10,000, 22,000, 25,000, 17,000. He's got the largest social media following in network marketing industry, almost 700,000 people. Okay? So you subscribe to the channel, and then you get notified, and you can watch his videos. Now, when you have so many, they don't notify you if you got 200 subscribers. They don't notify you with 200 videos. They just kind of take the top ones, and they rotate them and stuff. Okay? Does that make sense? Any other questions at all?
When you subscribe to all of these, you show this massive list of videos that you subscribe to. Does your inbox just get clogged with notifications every time any of them put them up, or do you have a separate email that these go to?
No, I use a separate email, but also, like I just said, they only send you like once a week usually. I believe it's only once a week they send you a email that has all these little videos in it, you know, maybe about 10 or 12 a minute. So they only show you those. Exactly. And then you can click on them and see them or whatever. So you're not getting notified on every single one uploading. You're going to get the one. It tracks what you're looking at. So it likes what you're looking at, just like your homepage. You know, it likes what you're looking at. Like I like Shark Tank. So I watch some Shark Tank videos on here, okay? Because I love to watch inspirational things. Like almost every day I'll watch, 15, 20 minutes of something, okay? And so then it'll show me Shark Tank. Like I just was on here when I hit YouTube up in the corner. Here's Shark Tank right here, okay? This guy posts all the Shark Tanks. It's called Alert Group or whatever, Plus. And he posts all the episodes of Shark Tank. Okay, so here's an ad. It's okay for him. He's got 40,000 views. I mean, I don't know how he posts a TV commercial. I don't care. Okay, I wouldn't do it, but he is. Maybe he's tied to the, to the show or something. So because I like that, it'll show up on my news feed, my home page of my YouTube channel. Okay, Tony Robbins, I watch him. So then something about Tony Robbins shows up. Does it make sense?
Yep.
Okay, any other questions about YouTube at all? And so we understand how we can share a video. So we understand we can click on a video. We can just, I'm going to pause it here. Okay, these are the videos right here. Look at these are the finale video. Okay, and you can download this one from mine or get it from RX's and then upload it. And then you hit the share button and you could share it. Maybe you had. I just got an amazing testimonial from somebody about I just sponsored him. He's up in Canada. He's had diabetes. He monitors his sugar levels every day, and it changed dramatically after 3 days on the products. And he's just like, he sent me this awesome email. Well, you can come on, and I would never say his name, but you can come on and say, God, this is amazing. I just had somebody else share with me what this product did, okay? And just to create that curiosity. Does that make sense? Just like you do something on Twitter.
I have a question as far as like Facebook policy as far as advertising products, and then you see all these things about Shopify. What is the restrictions as far as promoting and selling off of your Facebook site?
You'll have to look at Facebook and see.
Okay.
I mean,
are you familiar with their Shopify?
No, I'm not familiar with Shopify at all. And
okay.
I just, there's a lot of people do it. I think it's kind of a loose thing. I try to keep the principles or the balance of the 70-30, 70% value, 30% promoting. I get out of line every once in a while with that myself, okay? But even sharing a picture that people like, okay? And obviously, so I'm going down Facebook on my line, and say I see a picture of something that's kind of neat. Now, a motivational picture, not a picture of, somebody else, okay? Now, I don't know if you know this, but let's say I'm following this person or this person's following me, and I don't like his post. You know that you can come up here and say, you don't want to see this. So you can kind of tweak your news feed. Okay, they're not going to show you everything, but they're going to show you things that you like that you look at or whatever, okay? And Facebook is guessing a lot of times what you like and what you see, okay? Instead of unfollowing this person, I'll just say I don't want to see this. So I don't then see him on my timeline. We're still following each other. He's following me or I'm following him, but I don't see him on my timeline. So I do that frequently because there's stuff that gets posted, this junk that I don't want to see. I could care less about, okay?
Yeah.
And so let's say, for an example, I look at this, okay, and I like this quote, okay? Always be yourself unless you can be a pirate. Okay, then be a okay. So let's say I like this, okay? I have, for years, I right-click and build my own library. Save image, okay? So I take a split second and I save that image. Documents, graphic library. I have a graphic library that has millions of images in it. Trust me, all categorized, okay? So let's say this is an inspirational image. I click over in inspiration, and I save it over here, okay? Now, these are all sayings. Now, it gives it this weird number, so then I would just type in something like, pirate. Is that what I said it was? I don't know. Like this, I'd save it, okay? And then, if I get to an image that is there but it has somebody's name on it, or it looks like it has a shadow in the background that's copyrighted, you stay away from it with a 10-foot pole, okay? And you can't save videos, but you can save pictures. But there's some interesting stuff that flies across Facebook that looks neat, that you can take and save that picture. And then when I want to post something, I'll just jump over here and I'll hit post a picture. And I'll jump over here into my document library. I went too far. And my graphics, and I'll say, okay, give me something in MLM. Okay, MLM graphics, and then view pictures. And I come over here, and in this folder, if I just do a select all, well, it's not going to tell me. It's not going to tell me in this view. Okay, but I got all kinds of stuff. I want to put something about Paul Zane Pilzer right here. I got him up here. Okay. I want to put a quote. I want to put something up there. I can grab a picture. So I'm going to write something about Paul Zane Pilzer, for an example. I just click on this picture, okay? And there's this picture right here, and then I can write something. Man, this guy wrote an amazing book, and it's called this. And maybe I'll reach back into one of my books in my library that I've read before or have there to read, and I'll grab it, and I'll just open it up, and I'll just look at a quote from him. And I'll write a quote, okay? That might maybe inspires somebody. That brings value, okay? Now, I'm not going to post this. I'm just going to hit the X here and not post it there, okay?
But I love the idea of being able to save things into a library. Because a lot of times I'll see things on Facebook that are really cool, but then when I want to go back and try to find it, I can't find it anymore. But I do most of my stuff on Facebook on my phone. Can you still save it to
you send it,
is this library that you have strictly on your computer, or is there a way to save it?
Yeah, you send an email. You take the picture and you email it to yourself, or you save it in Dropbox. You get you a Dropbox account over here. So you get you a Dropbox account. Okay, you just save it in Dropbox. Okay, so you save your pictures over here in Dropbox. And then you post them on it.
I have my Dropbox is all business stuff. It's almost full.
No. Start a new folder. Look at look how many folders I got in Dropbox. I got 31 folders in here.
Okay, so just open a new folder for inspirational pictures.
Here's my educational files. I have
do that from my phone. I don't have to worry about whether or not I'm on my computer.
Yeah, I got all my stuff in Dropbox. I got I got all kinds of stuff in here. Ryan Tracy, Business is Booming. David Bach, Dale Carnegie, Earl Nightingale. I just list this stuff. Jim Rohn. But if I jump back over here to documents and graphic, I cannot say enough how you should create your own graphic library. Okay, I got all kinds of stuff in here, but let me get back to inspirational stuff. It's the easiest thing to do. Look at all these things.
Is this a premium version of Dropbox?
No, this is just folders on my.
Limited space.
No, this is folders on my computer. No. On Dropbox you can get 2 gig, I think, for free, and then you pay very minimal to upgrade it. But no, this right here's on my computer. Okay, so either way, Dropbox or your computer. But I mean, I got all kinds of stuff on here, and not to say that I will post it, but because I know graphics, I can recreate this stuff in Photoshop if I have to. But there's some neat stuff that comes across. Okay.
I know. I see all kind of cool things, and I wish I'd known or had thought to save them.
But you just start now. You just start now.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
I mean, here's it says Gold Rush.
Do you have the premium version of Dropbox?
Yes, I do.
I've got a bunch of videos on mine, and I've pretty much taken up all my space.
Yeah, I do.
Do I need to upgrade or just start a different account?
No, just upgrade. I'd keep it all together. Don't get life complicated. Keep it together. Okay?
Okay.
So, but look at this right here. I mean, it goes on and on. I mean, how many pictures? I got 211 pictures in this folder here. 211. So you don't think I can't be posting stuff? Now, some stuff I won't post, but maybe I grabbed it for the idea. You follow me? Because it's, you know, it's there, and then here's MLM. Let me just show you. MLM, right there.
You write it in which
And right click and organize them. Okay.
Rick, how can you tell which ones are copyrighted and which ones aren't?
Well, you just have to look for website names and stuff. You have to look for website names plus corporate names. I mean, you stay away from brand names and corporate names. Besides RX, they don't care, but you stay away from brand names and corporate names and stuff like that. And then if they got a website on them, and some stuff right here has like impossible, unachievable, unable, possible, achievable, able. It's got somebody's name on it. Kelly, right here. I take and put my name over the top of this. I just blank it out. I do it in Photoshop.
You're allowed to do that. I mean,
he did it.
Ethically, that's
he did it. He didn't create that. He didn't create that graphic, right?
Okay.
How do you know he didn't do it?
ESP. No. It just, he didn't create it. Doesn't matter. Is he going to find it from you? He's just another network marketer, right? Now, if it was like, and these are public people, Trump, I think you can redo that stuff, and these people have quotes. And the other thing is, if you want something, you can search Google for quotes and you'll see that stuff. Okay. Now, so you ask, how do you know he didn't do that? Well, I mean, if he's just a network marketer, it's his word against your word, right? I don't want to get into copyright. If you're uneasy with it, don't do it. Do not do it if you're uneasy with it. That's my policy. But I'll take and I'll edit something and recreate it. Okay. Redo it, resize it. Does that make sense? Okay. Well, we're gonna conclude this right here because I kind of went over quite a bit, and I want to keep them to a point. The time is already 12:15, and then I'll post this in the section on Global Success Leaders, and then we'll pick up. If you have questions, you can kind of write those down, and we can come back to them next week at this time. And
it's really informative, Rick. Thank you
okay.
so much.
Great, Rick.
Okay, great.
Should we create like a Google Hangout or a Facebook group so that we could post questions in between time, or?
Yeah, well, you don't have to create a group. You can just join the Global Success Leaders group. It's just it's an open.
Okay, gotcha.
Well, it's not a group. Well, it's not a group. You can message me on here. I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't want to create anything else right now. My hands are so full. With I'm juggling 400 things. Okay. The biggest thing I would challenge everybody that's on a call with is to at least talk to 5 people a day, 5 days a week. At least talk to 25 people over the next week before we talk again. At least just say something to them that pertains to your business. I don't care if it's giving a card, say, hey, do you leave your options? Hey, do you know anyone else? Use the indirect approach. Hey, do you know anyone else that's open to earn some extra money around what they're currently doing? I'm expanding my business. So I would challenge everybody to reach out to people because, it's what makes this business grow. We can be on social media all we want, but we got to balance that with real-time recruiting people and getting people into our business and getting our business growing, okay? Because you want that residual income, and then you can take and hire you an assistant to do all this work and build tons of content and just do what you want to do when you want to do it, okay?
Rick, on your Global Success Leaders site, do you have a board there that you can post a question if you don't want to wait for an entire week?
No, I don't. I've tried it in the past, didn't get enough response. So you can just email me if you have a question. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Okay, well, thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Rick. This was awesome, even for me.
Okay, good. Okay, bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.